Bible words and verses, what the Bible says. NISAN ABIB 9, Palm Friday. Jesus pronounces judgment over Jerusalem. And when he was come near, he beheld the city, and wept over it, saying, If thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. Jesus prophesies the events which would culminate in the destruction of Jerusalem in the year AD 70. For the days shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. Now let's summarize the events which took place from ABIB 8 till ABIB 11. NISAN ABIB 8, Thursday. Jesus arrives in Bethany and has supper with Lazarus and Lazarus' sisters, Martha and Mary. NISAN ABIB 9, Palm Friday. Jesus first rides into Jerusalem on a colt, the foal of an ass, in judgment. Second, pronounces judgment on Jerusalem. And third, enters into the temple. NISAN ABIB 10, Palm Saturday. Jesus first curses a fig tree. Second, rides into Jerusalem on an ass and a colt, the foal of an ass, in blessing. And third, cleanses the temple in preparation for the Passover. NISAN ABIB 11, Sunday. Jesus first finds the fig tree dried up, which he had cursed the day before, and second, closer to Jerusalem, curses a second fig tree, which withers almost instantly. Question: what is the Abomination of Desolation? Recalling the judgment pronounced over Jerusalem on Palm Friday, ABIB 9. Answer. The answer is given in Matthew and Mark in code language, but in Luke the parallel passage is very clear. Matthew 24, verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Mark 13, verse 14. But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let them that be in Judea flee to the mountains. Luke 21, verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. In November of AD 66, the Roman armies surrounded Jerusalem, and shortly thereafter, for no apparent reason, the armies left and did not come back for a couple of years. This was the Abomination of Desolation, a sign to the Christians, so that the Christians knew when to escape Jerusalem ahead of the ensuing slaughter. The Christians had a short time to escape Jerusalem, as the Roman armies would come back, and at the final siege in AD 70, there were 1.1 million people that had gathered for the feast, the vast majority of whom perished in the most atrocious conditions possible. Reflect on the number of days in the following two verses of Daniel 12. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,330 days. The 1,290 days is 43 months, 3 years and 7 months. This is the time from the abomination of desolation to the end of the daily sacrifice. People were still sacrificing animals when they ran out of priests at 3 years and 7 months, starting from November of AD 66. The 1,335 days is the extra 45 days at the end of which Jerusalem was destroyed in AD 70. It's important to verify the scriptures for yourself. Be like the Bereans. Let God be your light. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so. God promised to preserve his word. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. What do you mean by heaven and earth shall pass away? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Here's the mystery of godliness. And without controversy, great is the mystery of godliness. God was manifest in the flesh, justified in the Spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, received up into glory. This gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.